about Valentine's Day, and I want you to share this post because there are some people who are going to need to hear this. I'm putting this in here and I am sharing this. I'm going to tell you guys a story about one of my worst Valentine's days. And then I'm going to give you 3 tips how you can have an amazing Valentine's Day. And I have a free gift for you guys. If you stay to the end, I'm going to give you the information on how to get this free gift. This is for my alphas. My alphas. Hope I spelled Valentine's Day right. All right. So years ago when I was in, I always call it BB, before Ben, years ago before Mr. McCrae, I was in a relationship, and I have to tell you, every time Valentine's Day would come up, I would get this nasty pit in, this nasty feeling in the pit of my stomach. I don't know if you guys are the same way. I don't know if Valentine's Day, gives you anxiety. For me, it gives me anxiety, or it used to. I don't get anxiety about it anymore. But I carried that with me even in my current relationship, which is a great relationship. Hi, Parenthesis. Hi, Felicia. Hi, Ruben. Hi, Tracy, Natasha, Candace. Candace, I love you. All right, so make sure that you are sharing this post because someone needs to hear this. And Valentine's Day is tomorrow, and someone might be like how I was with major anxiety for Valentine's Day. But I was dating this person, and Valentine's Day rolled up. We had been hanging out almost every single day up until that moment, up until the day of Valentine's Day. And when Valentine's Day rolled around, he said he had to study, which, yes, studying was important. But Valentine's Day, he said he had to study. And I said, okay. So I packed up my things from his house and went and left. I was kind of like, oh, all right, you have to study on Valentine's Day. Okay, that's cool. I felt like, maybe my baggage was creeping. But on that day, I had given him this big, huge heart-shaped cookie. You name it. Wrote poems, cards, the whole 9. And, balloons. Let's not forget the balloons. I talk about that in my one-woman show, y'all. Balloons. And I did not hear from him all day, which is fine. A brother had to study, right? But I didn't hear from him all day, but I just had this nasty feeling in the pit of my stomach, and I thought it was my baggage because, previous relationships, they had cheated. Previous relationships, I was always worried about who else they was giving stuff to on Valentine's Day, like just crazy. So that was kind of in my mind, so I was counting that intuitive feeling as, I'm just, that's my old baggage coming up. Well, when I finally talked to him towards the end of the day, he mentions nothing about Valentine's Day. Mentions absolutely nothing. So I just was like, this is stupid. I'm hanging out with my sister. Didn't really say nothing to him, but just like, this is stupid. This sucks. And when I went over to his house the next day, everything that I had given him, including my picture, was nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. So that's the type of stuff that I used to deal with on Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day, where I would get utilitarian gifts, stuff that people might be glad about, but nothing romantic. And I still hate when people say Valentine's Day is every day. No, it's not. I'm sorry. Your birthday's not every day. Your anniversary isn't every day. Valentine's Day is a day to honor love. And I want to talk to you singles who might have anxiety about Valentine's Day, who might be, just wishing that things were a little bit different. When I went to counseling, when I worked with my coach, I had to redefine a lot of things for myself. And one of the things that I redefined for myself is Valentine's Day. And that made me a little, take on the day a little bit easier. And I'll even admit, when I first got with Ben, I felt that old pattern begin to creep in. And I want to set you all up to not have these old patterns creep in. I want to set you up so your old patterns don't creep in. And You can redefine Valentine's Day. It's so important that you redefine Valentine's Day for yourself, for the people around you. I just think that when you decide to make yourself number one, things will begin to look different. And don't knock a day that you really want to partake in. If you want to partake in it, that's like, I had a friend who always acts like their birthday is no big deal. And the reason they act like their birthday is no big deal because they're afraid no one's going to celebrate it with them. These are some of the things you need to think about. If it is something that you really want in your heart, if romance and celebrating Valentine's Day is something you truly want, then it is important that you take it back for yourself. Let us lovers of the world take back Valentine's Day for ourselves, because people will tell you what the day is supposed to be like, or there'll be haters, people hating on the day. Haters are going to hate. But I'm going to give you 3 tips on how you will always have an amazing Valentine's Day. So if you have not shared this post yet, I want you to pause for 1 second right now and share this post. And I always come to the Wednesday Wine Down and don't partake in the wine. So here's to you lovers out there, whether you are single or whether you are in a relationship. If you are a lover, claim it. Claim it. Claim it. Claim it for yourself. So number one, on Valentine's Day, you must make yourself the priority. It is imperative that you make yourself the priority. It is just like putting on the oxygen mask first. That is what this is. You must put on the oxygen mask first before you give it to anyone else. It is imperative that you do that. So number 2, and I'm going to give you guys a screenshot when this is done. I love having these screenshots for you. I'll make sure that I'll let you know, because some people are driving, some people are doing something. You're multitasking, you're cooking dinner, you're on the couch watching TV and just listening to me. So I'm going to give you a screenshot in just a moment. Number 2, make it a self-declaration anniversary. A self-love declaration anniversary. Like making Valentine's Day that day to push reboot on how you love and care for yourself. It's not saying you're not going to love and care for yourself any other day of the year. And it's not saying if you're in a relationship, you're not loving the person that you're in the relationship other times during the year. What you are saying is, I'm honoring you and I am making this day about you. Just like you would do for birthdays. But I'm going to say that you make this day, you take Valentine's Day back. You redefine it for yourself and you make this day a self-love declaration anniversary. So when tomorrow rolls around, you will identify how you're going to love yourself. You will give yourself the projections like, next year, I'm going to love myself in this way. You're going to honor yourself. It is imperative. It is imperative that you do this. Number 1, make you the priority. Number 2, make it a self-love declaration anniversary. And number 3 has been proven by psychologists all over the world that when you volunteer, it boosts your emotional state, period. But you have to define what volunteer looks like for you. So number 3 is volunteer your love. Volunteer your love. I was listening to the radio the other day and there was a single lady who loves Valentine's Day now. She was always kind of funny about Valentine's Day, but she began to volunteer for married couples to watch their kids. Or she began to bake cupcakes and cookies and take them to work to give love. Volunteer your love. Don't be stingy about the love. And you know what happened to her when she started doing that? Volunteering to watch these couples' children? Every single year now, she gets multiple bouquets of flowers. You give love, you'll receive love. It's reciprocity. Some people don't believe in that, but I truly do. So number 1, how you will always have an amazing Valentine's Day. Get ready for your screenshot. I will show this now. Number 1, make you the priority. Number 2, make it a self-love declaration anniversary. Write something out. Don't get it twisted. Write something out for yourself. You are honoring yourself. You are loving yourself. And I guarantee when you love yourself, you will teach others how to love you. When you love yourself, you will begin to have more love. That's just done. That's just law. Remember that. And volunteer your love. Be that which you want to receive. Change your perception. Change your perception this Valentine's Day. I want everyone who is on this call, listening live or listening to the replay, if you want to get the Alpha Females Self-Care Love Guide, I want you to text 33222. I want you to text the word love power, all one word, and you will get that guide. You'll get a link to that guide immediately. But text 33222, text the word love power to that number, and you will get your self-care guide. This will help you out. This will infuse you with so much love. And I say go out and make it an amazing, amazing week. It's time that you lovers out there snatch it back for yourself. And I will see you guys again next week. This is Natasha McCrae signing off on the Wednesday Wind Down. I will see you all soon. Bye.